G'day guys, QuietPenguin here from HearthStrat.com, and Whispers of the Old Gods is finally out. So I've got 175 packs to open. I haven't opened a single pack yet from Whispers. I'm super excited. I'm so keen for Standard. So keen to play with some new cards. Oh man, the format's been stale, but it's all about to change now. Alright, let's start. Pack number 1, baby. Let's get this pack opening started. Oh, I love the animation. Let's have a look. We got a rare over here. Ooh, and an epic. Alright, let's get rid of the commons. Just so that you're aware, guys, I'm going to be totally butchering some of the names, okay? So I apologize for that in advance. Don't hold it against me. Let's check out what the rare is now that we've got that out of the way. And the epic... What have we got? Scaled Nightmare. Not a great start, but hey, an epic is an epic. Let's go again. We've got 175 of these things to get through. Faceless Behemoth. Oh, we've hit another rare. Cult Sorcerer. It's not bad. I think this card's got some potential. Oh, and another epic already. Ancient Harbinger. At the start of your turn, put a 10-cost minion from your deck into your hand. Really interested to see if the Harbinger is actually going to be good enough to see standard play in the Cocoon decks. You might be able to play like a random Doom Wing or something. We shall have to see. Alright, nothing exciting here. Mark of Yasharaj. I think this card is insane. +2/+2, draw a card for 2 mana is going to be sick. Servant of Yogg-Saron. Cast a random spell that costs 5 or less. Not too sure how much play this one's going to see, how good that's going to be. Have to wait and find out, I guess. Oh, what's our first legendary going to be? I'm so excited to play with the new cards. Maya Keeper is sick. That's going to be seeing a ton of play. Twisted Worgen, Darkshire Alchemist, Nerubian Prophet. Nerubian Prophet looks really good too. I'm pretty excited to try out the Evolved Shaman deck. Hopefully that's going to be good. Alright, let's keep it going. Infested Tauren. I'm just really struggling to think, what is it Doomwing? Is that the 10 mana guy? I've just gone completely blank on his name. So I'm in Australia here. As you can see, it's like 4:38 AM. It's crazy early, but I just had to have the cards. Ancient Shieldbearer, I think is going to be really interesting. It'll be good to see if Warrior can pull off the Cocoon deck. I think the first Cocoon deck I'm going to build, though, is just the Druid. Partly on the back of this card, the Dark Arakoa. Arakoa? That's a tricky one, but I think this card's insane. 6 mana for a 5/7 taunt is great. And then the Battle Cry is just so much gas on top, right? So I think that card's going to be sick. Spreading Madness is another card that I really, really like. I think this card's going to end up playing way better than it looks in a Control Warlock deck. Just because if you don't have any minions out and your opponent's got anywhere between, say, like 2 to 4, then that means they're way more likely to have the damage going on either their minions or themselves than it is to sort of wreck you. So I think this card's got a ton of potential. Even though it looks pretty sort of fair, I don't think it's going to play out that way. Divine Strength. Interested to see how good this card is. I think Flame Reefed Faceless. Flame Reefed Faceless. I think this card's sick. There's like a 7/7 for 4 mana is insane. Psychotron. Taunt and Divine Shield and a mech. Yeah, this could be good. I think if this ends up seeing play, it'll be based on the mech tag, though. So I'm not real keen on this card. Sweet art, though. Let's keep going. Come on, where's our legendary? I saw a friend got a legendary before. That's not fair. Blackwater Pirate. Your weapons cost 2 less. Yeah, it's interesting. Anything that has cost reduction, I'm generally interested in. So it's very easy for to accidentally be broken. So if the developers aren't paying attention, although I assume they were. Carrion Grub, I reckon, is going to see a fair bit of play just because of the Beast tag. I think that card's going to be pretty interesting. Curving that into the Houndmaster, I think, is going to be really, really good, getting a 4/7 taunt. and the 4-3 body from the Houndmaster. That was a pretty boring pack. Oh, come on. Alright, we're just going to run through until we get our first legendary, I think. Swap stats with a friendly minion, Dark Speaker. Card's okay. I don't think it's going to be great, though. I can't see any potential for this one off the top of my head, but I could very easily be missing something. Come on, legendary! Doomcaller. Give your Cthulhu +2/+2. If it's dead, shuffle it into your deck. This card could be really interesting to double up on the Cthulhu effect. But honestly, I think if you can get Cthulhu off once, you're probably winning the game. And certainly between the first Cthulhu effect and then having a 7/9 on the field, I don't know how relevant the ability is going to be. But you never know. It could be really, really interesting. Come on, legend! Ooh, golden common. Unfortunately, it's a faceless behemoth. Does look cool, though. Oh, our second Maya keeper already. That's good news. That card's sick. Gonna see a ton of play. Come on, legendary. Corrupted Seer. Deal 2 damage to all non-Murloc minions. Man. So I haven't looked at all the spoilers yet, so some of these cards are still new to me. We've been pretty busy with uni and stuff and getting the site online. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked out HearthStrat.com, you're doing yourself a disservice. Go and check it out. We don't have a ton of content up right now, but we're putting more up every day. Every single weekday, something new's going up. So check it out. Bookmark it, and don't forget about it. Anyway, getting back to Corrupted Seer. I thought this card was sick reading it. Deal 2 damage to all non-Murloc minions and a 2/3 that costs, 3 mana? And then I saw that it costs 6. Rip in peace. Come on, where's that legendary? Hooded Acolyte. Whenever a character is healed, give your Cthulhu +1/+1. The stats are actually really good. A 3/6 seems pretty solid, and the ability's okay. Don't think you can count on this giving your Cthulhu more than +2/+2 at absolute max. But it could be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what kind of direction the priests go in the standard format. Undercity Huckster, I really like. I think that card's really, really good. Any sort of 2-drop that replaces itself in any capacity is generally going to be pretty good. Oh, another average pack. What are we doing? Thistle Tea. That's another... I reckon that card's got a lot of potential. I don't know. There's going to be some kind of quirky rogue deck that sort of builds around it, I think. I'm interested to see. Deal 4 damage to a minion, overload 1. That card seems sick. Seems solid at the very least, considering that Shaman loses Crackle, I believe it is. So they kind of need something to fill that spot. Shaman got a ton of really, really good cards in this one. Like Master of Evolution. I'm looking forward to playing the Evolve deck a lot, and I reckon he goes in as the mini sort of Evolve effect. Forbidden Flame could be interesting if the forbidden spells see play. It's just mainly going to be because they're so versatile, although I do really, really like the Paladin one. Anything that sort of gives bulk heal, I think, has the potential to be really, really powerful. There's a second Spreading Madness. I'm definitely going to be brewing with that card, as I said before. I think it's sick. Alright, Poopy Pack, come on, where's the legendary, man? Another Corrupted Seer that I thought cost 3 mana and instead cost 6. Oh, at least we're getting a few rares, I guess. Rare. Infest is going to be really interesting. I don't know if you can build up enough of a board presence to make this worthwhile. You could do something with Unleash the Hounds, I guess. Alright, Hunter did also pick up, I think it's the Call of the... Hey! First legendary! Hunter's also picked up, I think it's Call of Companions. I'm sure I'll see it at some point. That card seems amazing. Not sure if it's enough to bring Control Hunter sort of to the forefront of the standard format on its own, but I'll be interested to see. And if it does, then Infest, I think, has more a bit bigger chance to see play. Simply because Unleash the Hounds is already going to see play in that deck, and that's going to be the kind of deck that wants a ton of card advantage. So it'll be really interesting to see. Here's our legendary. What is it? Come on. It's our first one. Alright, let's have a look. Princess Hahuran. Trigger a friendly minion's death rattle effect. 6/5 for 5. That card seems really, really good. I'm looking forward to brewing with that one, actually. That card seems real good in the Beast Hunter deck. Alright. No legendary into legendary. That's a bit sad. Polluted Hoarder could see a fair bit of play. I think Death Rattle, draw a card, 4/2. It's pretty solid effect. If you're in the Death Rattle, you've got some Death Rattle synergies going on. I reckon this card could be pretty decent. Steward of Darkshire, I'm interested to see if the Aggro Paladin deck sort of pans out. I've seen some people talking about it a little bit, and it looks pretty interesting. It's definitely got some promise at the very least. And of course we picked up a golden copy of the 4-drop in Druid. Forgive me, I haven't learnt all the names yet. But that is pretty sweet pickup. Third Corrupted Seer already. We've got all the dust, baby. 25 packs in. Alright. We still no second legendary, but hey, all the rares. Ooh, golden thing from below. Cost 1 less for each totem you've summoned this game. I think this card's got potential too. I'm pretty interested to see how that one plays. The fact that it's got Taunt just seems really, really good. What do we got here? Spawn of Enzoth. I wonder if Enzoth? That'll do. Infested Wolf seems kind of interesting, like all up it's a 5/5 for 4, spread out over sort of 3 bodies kind of thing. Again, we get to see that beast tag, which makes me super intrigued. I'm pretty excited. Have we got, double epic pack. Alright, let's get these commons out of the way. Corrupted Healbot, I don't have many thoughts on this card, I have no idea. Ugh, Tentacles for Arms. This card seems awful. What were you doing? If this cost 4, I reckon it'd have a lot more potential. 3, I think it's busted. But at 5, I just don't know. It is a powerful effect, though. I will say that much. Oh, Renounce Darkness. That's another sweet deck I'm really looking forward to building. I have no idea if it's going to be good, but it just seems really interesting. The fact that it makes all the cards a bit cheaper has me very intrigued. Demented Frostcaller. Don't know how I feel about that. I feel like they could have made that card at 3 mana to sort of really push the mage deck along with Flamecaller, but hey, maybe it's good enough at 4 mana. I don't know. It could be. Alright, let's try and... I'm trying to get through these kind of quickly because I know that it might be a little bit boring if you guys are just waiting to see the kind of epic legendaries that we pull. Cyclopean Horror. Gain +1 health for each enemy minion. Card's okay. If there is some kind of swarm deck out there, maybe he'll see play, but I'd probably just rather play a board clear. Disciple of Cthulhu I think is insane. I'm really looking forward to playing that card. And I think it's going to see a ton of play in the format. Alright, come on. Alright, I think we've got to mix up our strategy here. Let's wave it around. And 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's see if that made a difference. What? Nope. That didn't do anything, guys. What's going on? Battle Cry. Discard a random card. Death Rattle. Draw a card. Could be interesting. Don't know, though. The whole discard thing never really took off, in my opinion. Golden Possessed Village is pretty sweet, though. That could see some play in whatever the zoo deck ends up being. Could also go in that aggro paladin deck, since it's got the 1 health to get the divine shield. That'll be interesting. Off that 3-drop. Come on, what do we got? Nothing. Another Spreading Madness. That's some more dust now. I believe that's our 3rd or 4th copy of that one. Let's just start spamming these. Come on. There's another Dark... which is our 2nd one, I believe. That's pretty sweet. Alright, what do we got? 2nd Infest. That's alright. You're going to need to pull these copies of rares at some point. Oh. The Rubian Prophet seems pretty good, especially in the Shaman Evolve deck. Pretty excited to see how that one turns out. Oh, alright, we've got an epic at least. Oh, and golden common. Shadowcaster. Choose a friendly minion, add a 1/1 copy to your hand that costs 1. A 5 mana 4/4. I'm super on the fence about that card. I reckon that there could potentially be something busted in some kind of new Miracle Rogue deck where you're trying to get copies of like Gadget Zan Auctioneer or something, but at the same time, if you can get like Malagos or Gadget Zan Auctioneer to last an entire turn, you're already doing pretty well considering you can't play them at the same time. So I don't know, I'm really on the fence about that, and I don't know what to think about that one. I'll definitely be giving it a go though. The card seems super interesting. Alright, where's that X? Come on, where are the legendaries, man? Come on. We're doing our best here. Got an epic. What do we got? Validated Doomsay. Not a real fan of that card. It gets around BGH and stuff, but I can just see it getting like Cabal Shadow Priest and you're just instantly losing the game. And considering Cabal Shadow Priest is basically always going to be a playable card, I'm pretty scared of that one. There's our second Master of Evolution and a copy of Blood to Ichor. Deals 1 damage to a minion if it survives. Summon a 2/2 slime. That seems like a pretty cool card. Could be like a Grim Patron activator or something. It's got some potential. Another poopy pack. Come on, guys. Where's the legends? I don't know what happened there. The pack just like slipped out. Alright, epic. What do we got? There we go. Restore twice that much health. I reckon Forbidden Healing's got a lot of potential in some kind of control paladin deck. Yeah. Ooh, golden rare. What is it? Ooh, golden infested wolf. That's pretty sweet. Can't complain about that one. Oh, I can complain about these poopy packs though. Where are all the legendaries, man? Come on. Ugh. This does not feel good. 40 packs in now. Only one legendary. Epic. Scaled Nightmare. I think we already pulled one of those. Not really impressed with that card. I just think there's better things you can be doing for 6 mana. If you can get almost any 6 drop to live for multiple turns, you're going to be doing pretty well. And of course, the first turn's got that whole Cabal Shadow Priest problem that I was talking about before, which is a little bit awkward. Second Disciple of Cthulhu, that's good. That's like our 4th Maya Keeper. Stand Against Darkness, I'm super interested to see if it's good enough. I probably won't be with all the swipe in the format and some of the effects from Warrior, the whirlwind type effects. But you never know. It seems like pretty sweet. That into Quartermaster would be awesome, but not possible, sadly. There's the Inquisitor for Murlocs. It seems interesting, although without old Murkai in the format, I'm less excited about playing Murlocs anymore. Another Infested Wolf, normal. Oh, where are we going here? Not doing real well. Selfless Human, give a random... Oh, that was Death Rattle, give a random friendly minion Divine Shield. Pretty interesting. Deal 1 damage, summon a 1/1 Mastiff. That's not terrible. It's interesting. It's got some potential. Wonder if the Mastiff is a beast or not. That'd definitely come into play as to how good that card will be. Alright, we got an epic. Oi! Alright, legendary number 2. Let's get these commons out of the way. Infested Wolf number like 76. And Scaled Nightmare number 72. Come on, what we got? Hey! Halaziel the Ascended. Crypt's pre-release card. This card seems insane. I'm super excited. Super pumped that we pulled one of those. Alright, I'm starting to feel a bit better now about the fact that we haven't pulled a ton of legendaries. Not that we've opened a ton of packs yet, but hey. Also, to be honest, this 175 packs, probably not that many. But I think it's going to be enough to get us started. If I have to do some more pack opening in the future, I'll record it for you guys. Why not, huh? Oh, I've got to open them all anyway. Come on. Give me those legendaries. Nothing. Eater of Secrets. Where were you in the past format against Secret Paladin, man? I reckon you could have done work. You're not going to do a ton of work in the standard format, though, in my opinion. Well, there's our first Evolve. That's a deck that I'm super excited to be playing. Really excited to test that one out and see how good it is. Rare. Skurum Cultist. Give your Cthulhu +2/+2 wherever it is. 7/6 for 6. It's pretty solid stats. I just think that the Druid card, which is conveniently also in this pack, is just better. I'd rather have a 5/7 Taunt than a 7/6. Although, to be fair, the 7/6 is beating me heads up there. But Taunt is pretty big game. An epic. Embrace the Shadow. This turn, your healing effects deal damage instead. It's interesting that now we've got access to that effect on a 2-mana spell. It means that we could see some funky combos going on. I'm not too sure about that one. Second copy of Evolve. That's sick. Definitely get to make that deck. Wow. Ooh, Golden Stormcrack. That's pretty cool. The Grizzly 2/2 for 3. Whenever you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. It is, I believe. I think that card's got a ton of potential as well. Seems pretty sick to me. I'm pretty excited to brew with that one. Big fan of the old Egg Druid deck that Jackie Chan has sort of championed over the past couple of seasons. Be interesting to see if there's a standard version of the deck going forward. Alright, let's keep going here. And I'm trying to sort of speed it up a little bit for you guys just to make it a little bit more exciting. Do let me know in the comments below though if I did go too fast for you guys. I need to know that in the future. I've never really done one of these before. These are pack openings, so something new for us all. Normally I'm just a constructed guy. I just play a ton of constructed and I tell you what I'm thinking. Another Spreading Madness. Golden Polluted Hoarders. Pretty cool. Oh, I really like the animation for opening these packs. It's super cool. Undercity Huckster. Yeah, I think this card's got a ton of potential. Just a 2/2 for 2 that replaces itself when it dies. It's a lot of value. Alright, we got an epic here. Let's see. Alright, we've pretty much talked about these already. What do we got here? Blood Warriors. Add a copy of each damage-friendly minion to your hand. This card could be good. Don't know, that feels a little bit win more to me. It could be a little bit like the Echo of Medivh in Mage, but I feel like you've just got to work a bit too hard to make this a thing. But then again, Warrior does have access to a ton of whirlwind effects, so it could be good. And the art is fantastic. I really like the art. Alright, look at that, guys. 100 to go. 75 packs down. What do we got here? Double Bog Creeper. Excellent. Another Master of Evolution. That's good. Good to see. Can't remember if that's our second or third copy of that card. What do we got? Nothing. Ravaging Ghoul is one of the other whirlwind effects that I've sort of been trying to talk about, except that I just didn't know its name. But I think that card's really powerful. A 3/3 for 3 is already fine stats, and that's a sweet ability. Possessed Villager seems great. I'm looking forward to getting it off the... Oh man. This is why you don't do videos at 5 AM, guys. Off the Dark Peddler. There we go. Getting this off Dark Peddler is going to be sick, particularly in Wild and the Zoo decks. Going forward. And it's good enough to see play without needing to get it off Dark Peddler as well. If you're in the business for that kind of thing. Particularly now that Lepinome's been nerfed down to a 1/1. I reckon that's sort of allowed some other cards in the 1-drop slot to sort of rise up and have a chance. Rather than just being overshadowed. And here's at legendary number 3. What do we got, boys? Woohoo! Golden legendary. And it's a sweet one too. Zariel Poisoned Mind. Battle Cry and Death Rattle. Add a random toxin card to your hand. I think this legendary is really, really interesting. Looking forward to playing that. That was a sweet pickup. Particularly in Golden. Pretty happy about that one. What do we got here for our epic? Call of the Wild. Alright, boys. Summon all 3 animal companions. I reckon this card is insane. Just what my only problem with it is I'm not sure if the Hunter deck, like, does it just go into a standard aggro Hunter list, a mid-rangey one? Like, it's good enough that it can, but 8 drop is a lot, man. 8 mana is a ton. So it'll be interesting to see if it sees as much play as it kind of deserves, just because it is so expensive. But don't get me wrong, that card is bonkers good. What do we got? Evolve. I think that deck's got a ton of potential. It's going to be a lot of fun too. Destroy all minions with 2 or less attack. That card's got some potential. It's nice to have that tool in the format. If some weenie rush decks start going crazy. Priest already has stuff like Holy Nova though, so I'm not sure how much play that card's going to see. Definitely more of a meta call than just a sort of standard I'm always going to play. Yeah. Golden Epic. Forbidden Ancient, it's super flexible, but I just don't know how good this card is. I mean, it's good, it's just acceptable at every point in the curve, right? Like a 6 mana 6/6, 7 mana 7/7, etc. And just, it's flexible, but I don't know if that flexibility is enough to make it see play. But I'm interested to see. There's our second Inquisitor for the Murloc deck in Paladin, if that ends up becoming a thing. Which I'm interested to see. Making your Silverhand recruits into Murlocs is pretty powerful in the deck that's got all the buffs and stuff. So it's definitely got potential. I will say that much. A ton of cards have got potential in this set. I'm really, really excited to jump right into Standard and see what's good. Adled Grizzly. I reckon this card's got a ton of potential too in the Egg Druid decks. Which are going to look a bit different now that they've lost all their Death Rattle effects, but still a deck that could see play, I think. I actually really like the Force of Nature nerf, making it into just a 5 mana spell that summons 3 2/2s. I think that's really, really smart move there by Blizzard. Alright, what do we got? Oh, legendary number 4. Alright, Journey Below's pretty interesting, but this is a card we all want to see, right? Go. Chugal. The next spell you cast this turn costs health instead of mana. I reckon this card is really, really good. Getting like a 7 mana 7/7 and then getting to play any of your spells for free, honestly, is pretty good. Something like Siphon Soul is just going to be nuts off this card. So it ends up being like destroy a minion, lose 3 health. And you can't, like, you do invest 2 cards into that, so it's somewhat fair. But man, is that a sick tempo play. Epic. Twilight Summoner. Oh, this is another card that I really like, except for the fact that Cabal Shadow Priest exists. This one's also really, really bad against stuff like Shadow Madness as well, so because of that, I just don't think it can see that much play. Also makes me really interested to try just a pretty generic sort of priest deck with Shadow Madness and Cabal Shadow Priest. There's a ton of cards that they just dominate. Even getting to steal like a Carrion Grub seems pretty good to me. Yeah, just generic priest could end up being pretty good. At least in the first few days of ladder while people are trying some things out. Forlorn Stalker. Give all Death Rattle minions in your hand +1/+1. I reckon this card's pretty interesting. I don't know how good it'll be, but I'm keen to try it out. 4/2 for free is perfectly acceptable stats, so if you can get a couple of your minions buffed from that, I reckon that could be really, really good. Primal Fusion, I feel like it's just probably a little bit too all in. Unfortunately, if you've got a ton of totems out, then I mean, what's your opponent doing? Why they let you get so many totems out? Oh, I can't answer that question. Boom. Alright, Epic second Forbidden Healing. That means that the Control Paladin deck is gonna be a thing. Gonna be playing the heck out of that over the next few days as well. Man, so many sweet decks to try. I don't know what to try first. Think I've got to try the Cthulhu deck first. I'm just too excited to see how good that is. I'm also pretty excited to try the Naga Sea Witch in that deck. I think that could lead to some really powerful plays. So I'm pretty keen to try that out first, I think. But, oh man, there's just so many sweet decks. Whoa, what happened there? A little bit of a bug. Hammer of Twilight to me seems sick. It's such a good tempo play. That second hit that you get in with the weapon is where you really start to gain tempo on your weapon. So the fact that you get to kill like a second minion and put a 4/2 into play and then like use your mana to play another minion as well, that's going to be really hard to come back from for some decks, I think. So it's got a ton of potential. And it's also really good just against like the random destroy weapon effects too, which is pretty sweet. One problem with it is though that it costs 5 mana, which means it's competing for the Doomhammer slot. So it'll be interesting to see where it ends up lying. Come on. Golden Rare. Demented Frostcaller, that card. Just don't know what to think about it. If it was free mana, I'd be all over it. But at 4, I'm just not sure if it's good enough. I'm super interested to see if it is. Alright, we are cracking through these, ladies and gentlemen. This is good. The sooner we get through this, the sooner we get to play some Constructed. Alright, let's get through this pack. Waste of time. Whoop. Alrighty. After this, 60 packs to go. Hopefully there's like 2 more legendaries in that and I'd be pretty happy. Crazed Worshipper. Taunt. Whenever this minion takes damage, give your Cthulhu +1/+1. Not quite good enough in my opinion. 3/6 for 5 taunts, just a little bit below curve. Particularly when I think that the Druid deck's going to see a ton of play and all their minions just have such good stats for their mana cost. I don't know if a 3/6 for 5 is just going to cut it, sadly. This is another one that seems really, really good, like Calaxy Amber Weaver. If your Cthulhu has at least 10 attack, gain 5 health, so you get like a 4/10 for 4 mana. That's bonkers good. Like, that just screams overpowered to me. I know that you're rarely going to be able to play it out on turn 4 as a 4/10. In fact, I'm not even sure if it's possible. Yeah, it's definitely possible. It's unlikely. But man, is it going to suck for your opponent when you do that. Or golden rare. Another forlorn stalker. The cards, yeah, it's interesting. Let's see what this epic is. Second call. Renounced Darkness. Pretty sure that was our second copy of that, which is good. Means we can build that deck and check it out. Let us know in the comments, guys, what kind of decks you'd like to see first. I'm probably going to try out the Cthulhu deck in Druid first, but after that, I'm open to suggestions. So, yeah, let me know down in the comments what you'd like to see. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. And check out the website too at HearthStrat.com. Like I said, we don't have a ton of content up yet, but we're adding more every single weekday, baby. We're aiming to be, and we're going to be, the #1 place to get all your Hearthstone constructed content. No arena stuff, I'm going to leave that to the masters, people like Crip or Trump. That's not my forte. But constructed, that's something I can teach you how to do. And if you're struggling to get to Legend as well, we've also got a really sick guide out right now that'll help you get to Legend. Covers a bunch of really, really good stuff. Teaches you all about how to discover what your preferred playstyle is. Goes over choosing decks, learning matchups, what it takes to get to Legend, what it's like at rank 5. Ton of really good stuff, guys. I really recommend checking it out. And we've also got Chapter 2 up for free right now, which I'm not sure how long the boss is going to let me keep it up for free for, so definitely check that out while you can. So Chapter 2 is all about choosing the right deck for you. We go over all the archetypes. We've got all the definitions and stuff there so that you can know exactly what's going on. Definitely recommend checking it out, guys. It's totally free for Chapter 2, so get on out over to HearthStrat.com and check it out. So Blade of Cthulhu is really, really good tempo play. Does cost 9 mana, but the fact that you get to destroy any minion in play and add a bunch of attack and health to Cthulhu, I reckon that card's got potential. Maybe not a ton of potential, but it's definitely interesting. Golden Epic Forbidden Flame. It's pretty sweet. Nice, not a bad golden. I don't know how much play that card's going to see, though. Ooh, legendary. That means we've got at least one more legendary to go, too. Because it's maximum 40 packs before you hit a legendary. So, I believe we've got 40 something left. So, we've got this legendary and at least one more, guys. Let's see what it is. Fundral Staghelm. Your choose one cards have both effects combined. That card seems pretty cool to me. It's annoying that it's kind of a build around and you only get to play one. But I feel like a good amount of the Druid decks are just going to be playing a ton of the choose of cards anyway. So I reckon that legendary is definitely going to see a decent amount of play. Alrighty. 43 packs to go. So yep, we're definitely guaranteed at least one more legendary. Golden Epic. Oh, that's one of those Ancient Harbingers. We talked about that right at the start of the video from memory. If my memory serves me correctly. Which I believe it is in this particular case. Alright, pack number 135's got an Epic in it. Giant Sandworm. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again. I actually really like this card. I reckon it's pretty good, but the fact that, is it Call the Companions or Call the Beasts or whatever the 8 mana spell is that summons all the companions, I think that's just going to overshadow Giant Sandworm, and it's pretty sad because I reckon this card's really, really good. It's got a lot of potential. You could just like randomly board wipe, depending on what the board situation is. I reckon that's really, really interesting. So it's a bit of a shame that, yeah, Call the Companions is kind of overshadowing it there. Alright, we are getting through these, guys. I can't wait. Nerzoth the Corruptor. Summon your Death Rattle minions that died this game. Reckon this could see a bit of play in Standard, and it's definitely going to see play in Wild, guys. This card's bastard in Wild. That was a pretty good pull. So 37 packs. We've got pretty good odds to see one more Legendary, I would imagine. That one kind of snuck up on me there. Didn't get to do the dramatic drum roll. Probably good. You guys are probably hating that. Just open the pack, man. Just flip the card already. I want to see what it is. Disciple of Cthulhu. That card's awesome. Getting a bunch of dust here too, which is sweet. I have to decide whether to keep these goldens or whether to dust them. Probably going to need to dust them to get all the legendaries, but we might have to keep some of the sweetest ones. It's just, they're golden, man. They're so sweet. How can you not keep them? Ooh, golden stand against darkness. That's super cool. Don't think it's going to see play, sadly, but still super, super cool. That I had not seen before. So, in addition to Lava Shock, Shaman now gets another way to unlock their overloaded mana crystals. Wow, that's good. I gotta say, Shaman got a ton of toys this expansion. Like, a ton of toys. That is... Wow, that card's good. Like, a 3/2 is already perfectly acceptable. Wow. Oh, sorry guys, I hadn't seen that one before. That's awesome. Alright, what do we got here? Master of Evolution number 6 or something like that. Something crazy. Oh, man. Come on, where's these legendaries? We've actually had a pretty good run here. I'm pretty happy with what we've pulled. It's been pretty sick. The Golden Rogue legendary as well. It's just like perfect, right? Alright. No. No. Rare? Nothing. No. Oh, man. Slow rolled it for nothing. Steward of Darkshire, I'm not sure what to think about that. I think it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be amazing if your opponent can't kill it that turn. Like, amazing. Almost as amazing as pulling Evolve and Golden Evolve in the same pack. Pretty amazing. Crazed Worshipper. Ah, yeah, we talked about him before. Don't think he's going to see a ton of play, sadly. Oh, man. Alright. Well, to the left, to the left. What do we got? Demented Frostcaller and Skurim Cultist. Alright. Come on. Right, then left this time. Mixing it up. Rallying Blade. Give +1/+1 to your minions with Divine Shield. I reckon this card is really, really good. Just the fact that it's just a 3/2 weapon for 3 mana is perfectly acceptable. And then if you get like any value from that battle cry basically whatsoever, then you are going to be one happy chappy. Steward of Darkshire. Whenever you summon a 1 health minion. Alright. So that means like any tokens or anything. So I assume that means it works with like your hero power and stuff as well. Because it's not play, it's summon. That could be really, really busted actually. Yeah, I'm really interested to see if that's good enough now. I wonder how many people are going to try that on the first day. Or the first couple of days. Rather than sort of going for the janky kind of mid-range decks. Which is admittedly what I want to play. But it's possible that a really well-built like aggro paladin deck just steamrolls everyone. Because no one is prepared for aggro yet. No one knows what the top aggro decks are really going to look like. So if you can build it, I think you've got a lot of potential there. Taunt Battlecry, copy of friendly minions' attack and health. That's interesting. I don't know how good that is exactly, but the fact it's got taunt and only costs 4. I mean, if it could copy your opponent's cards as well, then it would be sick. What's our epic? Second Eternal Sentinel. Super happy about that. That card is busted. Bum, 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 bum. What do we got? Rare. Undercity Huckstar. Alright, only 15 to go, guys. Are we going to get one more legendary? I really hope so. Really hope so. Choose one. Give your hero +4 attack this turn, or gain 8 armor. That card seems great. So much better than like Healing Touch, man. Holy moly. That does seem good. Oh. Alright, nothing too exciting there. We're almost down to the final 10, guys. Oh! Oi! Alright, let's get these out of the way. What's the rare? Another Evolve. Evolve is sick. That means we're in for a sick legendary. Herald Volazga. That's a tricky one to say. Again, I'm going to have to work on my pronunciation before I make any constructed videos. This card seems really, really interesting, though. Summon a 1/1 copy of your other minions. Could be really interesting. Oh, have we bugged out? I think we've bugged out. Oh, whoa. We have bugged out completely, guys. Oh, there we go. We're back. Whew. Opening packs so quick the client can't even keep up. Alright, guys. Final 10. Are we going to get one more legendary? Can we squeak one more out of it? Golden Rare. Definitely can't complain about these packs, though, guys. We've done real well. Epica. Renounced Darkness number 3. There's going to be some good dust there, at least. Definitely can't complain about that. Gonna need the dust to craft all those sweet legendaries that we didn't open, right? Journey Below. I reckon this card could be okay. Like, the main reason I actually like it is just because it's like a 1-mana spell that you can use to trigger random things. Like, pretty decent with Gadget Zan. I mean, that's the main reason that I like it. Gives you some versatility too. Probably bad versatility. That, and I'm also not used to the Death Rattle effects from Standard yet. So I don't actually know for sure what that can get. Like, I know it's not going to be able to get your piloted Shredders or Sneed's old Shredders anymore. In the Standard format, at least. Which is a bit depressing, because a lot of the best Death Rattles are kind of rotated now. Come on. Possessed Villager, man. You're holding us back. Alright. Final 3. No legendary. Bloodsail Cultist. That card's okay. I don't know how competitive pirates are, though. Final 2. Second last pack. No legendary. Rare number 1. Corrupted Seer. Rare number 2. Bloodsail Cultist again. Alright, guys. Last pack. Lucky last. Can we get one more legendary to round out a pretty epic opening? Let's find out. Alright, we're going to slow roll it. I start at the top left. Nothing. Rare. Epic. Nothing. Alright, no more legendaries, guys. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I couldn't milk any more out. Do get another Scaled Nightmare, though, for our last one. Not too bad. Alright, overall that was a pretty good opening, guys. I'm pretty excited to get in and jam some Constructed, I think. Thanks a ton for watching, guys. Don't forget to check out HearthStrat.com and subscribe on our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.